What makes me happy, makes me wanna watch something filled with fun and lots of song. Alexandra talks. Alexandra talks. Alexandra talks. Hello and welcome to Alexandra Talks. I'm your host, Alexandra Rooney, and today we will be doing lots of fun things. So let's go get started with that. So let's go do our quote of the day. Today's quote of the day is forget the mistake, remember the lesson. So this technically means whenever you make a mistake, don't have that mistake stick on to you for the rest of the life. Just remember the lesson, what you learned from that mistake, and not from that mistake kind of affecting you for the rest of your life and regretting it. Then just learn from the lesson. Yeah. So now let's go on to our song, and I will be singing I Know It's Day, the teen part. Okay, I'm just gonna scooch this up so then I don't gotta sit for this again, because I usually sit for songs, but this time I'm gonna stand because I have a stand now. Okay, and I'm gonna do this a cappella because I can't use music. There's a princess in a coma, glad it's her instead of me. Pretty maiden in a glass box, how I wonder does she pee? Blah blah blah, a poison apple, boring, evil queen. Filler, been there, read that, 7 shorties on the scene. Skip ahead. But in the end, the princess wakes up with a start. The prince is good at kissing and melting Snow White's heart. So I know he'll appear and his armor will be blinding, as shining as his perfect teeth, and manly will propose on one knee, and our prenup will be binding. About time we set a wedding day. Day number 958. I know it's today. He'll show up today. So yeah, that was the song. That was the short little part in the middle of the teen part. So I'm just going to sit back down. And now we're going to be talking about cool stuff you could put in your room. There are some stuff. I'm not going to show any pictures or anything, but some cool thing is first is LED lights. They're if you don't know, they're these strip lights kind of and then you could they stick onto your wall, and you could put them on the top of your ceiling, not ceiling, by your ceiling, and they're cool. And then it comes with an remote. I didn't bring the remote with me, but I have something like it because I have the remote upstairs, but here it's something like this kind of, and it helps it change color. You click on it and it changes color. Next one is a moonlight, which I actually have here for an example. I'm gonna have to plug it in, I think, because it comes with a charger, so it doesn't die. Mine's kind of dead now, but it doesn't. It just turns straight on, right? So here I'm gonna plug it in. Cool. Then it comes with this and a cool remote. This was the remote I was showing you. It's kind of it's LED too. I don't know. And it comes with a stand. I'm just gonna show it to you hand-wise. And you can just change colors. It's so cool. I can make it yellow, green, and I can make it change colors. Or I could flash it. Yeah, but it's cool. And I think it's always cool to put in your room because it's kind of you have a little moon in your room. Now we're going to unplug that. Next thing you could get for your room is vines. So there's these cool little vines, kind of leaves that you could put in the back. They're they come down. It sounds crazy, but they're a real thing, and they're cool. So yeah, they're these little they're kind of leaves that come down, but they're not real. They're fake. They're kind of they're jungle. It kind of gives your room jungle vibes a little bit. Next thing is like a galaxy light. So it's this cool little thing that has a little like light, and then it makes like, you turn it on and it's like purple on your ceiling, and it makes like clouds and stars, and it's really, really cool. I don't have one actually. I do have LED lights, but they're upstairs, and I have the moonlight, which I showed you. And I don't have the vines because that's not really like the vibe I'm going with my room, but I heard a lot about them and people say they're good. So yeah. Next thing is an LED cloud lamp. So it sounds a little funky, but it's like this kind of like a light, like it's like cloud, and just the outside is like a light, and it's like you could change the color with it, and it's cool. Like you just put it on your wall, and it's not like a real cloud. It's not like fluffy or anything. It's just like the outline of a cloud, and like the outline of the cloud changes colors, and there's like nothing in the middle. It's cool. Next, you could also put in your room is a mini fridge. Okay, that sounds weird, but it's like you could store drinks in there, and you could also store like, so you could store drinks, you could store skincare, which keeps like your skincare cold to like apply on your face and like refreshes it more. And I think they're cool because you could get them like decorated, like to have like a certain like cute little saying on them. Next is a vanity, which I have in my room. I would show, but I can't because I can't go like up like in my room because then I'll have to like move everything. But it's cool. It's like it comes with like a mirror, and there's like a bunch of sections and drawers where you can put stuff in, and it's useful because like it's easy to put stuff in, and for me it's easy to do like makeup and skincare and like nails, all that cool stuff. And like sometimes school, it's cool to do homework there. I don't do virtual school there though. Next is a cinema light box, which I showed in one of my videos before. It was like this light box, and like it spells. I showed it. It also sometimes changes colors. I wrote Alexandra talks on there. If you didn't see it, I believe it was like pretty close. I believe it was when we interviewed. Can't even think. Gabe, Tom, and Jose, I think it was. I'm not totally sure, but yeah, it was cool. It's like a little thing, and I have one. I just don't have it by me now. Next is actually that's it. That's pretty much it that you could add to your room. There's also a lot of cool other things you could just add to your room, like little shelves or something that are also really cute. So now we are gonna be doing a TikTok. So let's go do that. Okay, so again, I can't use music, but we're gonna stand up for this one. Here. So it goes like this. So first it goes like that, down, down. So it was pretty simple. That, down, down, and you want to like shake a little bit. And you want to clap. So it goes. Okay. So it goes. And you go that, and then you want to knee. So this part's a little hard. Okay, not totally though. So like you start this side, this is my left, but it's mirrored on the computer, so that would be my right. But you want to start on your left like this, and then you want to swerve, and then when it gets by the right knee, you want to lift the knee up, and then when you go back around, you want to lift the left knee up. Okay, so we're gonna try that. Okay. Now after that, you want to go. It's hard with that music. You want to go this, like you're kneeing. We've done this before. And then you kind of want to. That sounds weird, but shake your butt a little bit and like go like that. And then so here, we'll do that together. Now, and then you clap after that. And then you want to, this part's a little hard. You do a pound jump. So for people that don't know, it's where you have your hands up like this. And then you jump with your like knees. Not like straight legs or anything, like just your knees like that. And like you want to try to put them in front. And then you go like that, kind of like that. And you put your head down. So it would go like this. Can't do it that well. And then after that, you go down. I'm not going to go down all the way because actually, you want to slap up. So a little more movement. So it goes And then actually, so I know some other people do like more to the dance, but like I usually just end there, cause like there's not much to the end other than that. I kind of just go to the end like that a little bit because it goes up, up, and up. So yeah, so let's do that together. So slow, medium, fast. And then medium. Okay, now we're gonna go fast. Oh, I forgot it. Oh, why do I keep doing that? Okay. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, I forgot it. Okay, sorry. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're gonna do it fast now. So yeah, now we're gonna go on to our interview, and we're gonna be interviewing Colton Rooney. Okay, so I'm just gonna tilt it. So this is my brother, Colton Rooney. He also directs and plays. You can introduce yourself if you want.
Hi, I'm Colton Rooney. I'm the resident playwright at Face to Face Films.
Okay, so I'm going to be asking you some questions. So first question is, how long have you been writing stories, and what grade are you in now, and what kind of stories have you written?
Well, I've been writing stories since I could walk, honestly. I mean, kindergarten is probably where it started, like where I got like into it. I mean, mainly it was just like rip-offs of like movies and stuff, but I mean, I was into it. And even in preschool, I got an award saying, I was a natural born storyteller and, stuff like that. So, I mean, I've always been a writer. It's always been something I'm interested in. And I'm currently in 8th grade now. And I've, done a lot more. Obviously, I'm not writing rip-off movie stuff now, but I mean, yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I remember your first book was Peppy-tastic.
Puppy, yeah.
Yeah.
It was, first one that was not a rip-off.
Yeah. But he actually got one of his books in like our school library in elementary school. Mm-hmm. It was cool. Okay. Next one is Face to Face just performed the second play you wrote. Can you tell us what it is, what is it about, and what inspired you to write it?
So Smiles is basically about a schizophrenic named Edward Morris, who was diagnosed with schizophrenia in the 70s. And kind of about what his actions his behavior led to and the long-term effects on a family. It's very like psychological, and kind of makes the audience question various things, question reality, question what they're seeing in general, because there's not a sense of ground, it's not very grounded. Everything is kind of convoluted and doesn't make sense. That was pretty much intentional. So, yeah. And I think my inspiration came from the fact that, I feel like in modern media, schizophrenia is not, it's depicted in a way that I feel is not as natural as it should be, where it's more focused on behavior rather than the actual mind of a schizophrenic and what goes through their mind, and truly represent how convoluted, almost showing that it's like a war zone is what I'm trying to go for. The fact that it's just no man's land. It's just, there's so much emptiness, there's so much going on, and it's so hard to navigate, and that's what I want the audience to understand. There's just no explanation for what is going on, because that's exactly how it is in a schizophrenic's mind. There's no reason this is happening, there's no reason behind it. It's just, that's all it is.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great, I would say a great, definition of what it's about. And it sounds like really detailed and had a lot of time put into it. So
Yeah.
Good job. What is your favorite movie?
Ooh, well, I mean, for me, it's the Shawshank Redemption, because I mean, I have a really great memory about it. I mean, I watched it with my dad and my brother, and I remember the first time I saw it. I think that was kind of, I mean, I was a little on the edge. I mean, I had an interest in filmmaking in general, but I feel like that really pushed me to get into filmmaking. And I have such fond memories watching it with my dad, and loving the film so much, and just really taking the beauty of it all in. And I feel like that, to me, I've probably seen better films, but I feel like that, in general, is what makes me think, that is my favorite film, because I have so much of a connection to it, and watching it with my dad and my brother, I've just, it was such a great memory. So, yeah.
Yeah. Adding on to that, what is your favorite TV series, and how do these inspire the stories you write?
Well, I have two. So one of them is Breaking Bad, because I love Walter White. I love the character of Walter White. I love his descent into madness. I love the world of Breaking Bad. I love Jesse Pinkman. I love everything involving Breaking Bad. I think it is a genius, brilliant show with so many captivating characters, and it really is just such an incredible show where you kind of don't know what you're getting into. I feel like it kind of puts the audience in a perspective where you're just kind of sitting and watching all these, crazy events happening, and you don't really know who you like, because everybody is such a complex character where there's kind of a line between good and evil, but you don't know who to root for. I feel like that is why I love the show so much. And I watched the show in a month. I mean, I finished all 5 seasons in a month because I loved it so much. And, probably a little too much. I loved it. So, yeah. And then second tied would be Mr. Robot, which I actually finished pretty recently. Mr. Robot, I think, is brilliant. I mean, it's about Elliot and him trying to take down this large corporation called E Corp, and trying to get make the biggest wealth distribution, and give back. I think the philosophy behind it is so interesting, and the character of Elliot and how complex and he is, and just everything around him, and what he's doing, and the tie-ins to modern day society. And I think it is so cool looking at mental illness in such a groundbreaking way, where it simulates mental illness, not really as something to be, oh, I hate it or whatever. I feel like it feels like you're watching someone come to terms with it. It's about kind of Elliot feeling like he's breaking down, similar to what he does, like a computer. I feel like that is such an interesting take. It's, I love it because it's bizarre, it's trippy. I love that. And I think the show overall is just so genius. But I feel like both of these shows kind of really tied in to and gave me inspiration. Breaking Bad, I feel like, gave me the inspiration to make intense encounters between two characters. Kind of sets up this, almost like a psychological battle between two characters, similar to, in the last season of Breaking Bad, in the last couple of episodes, there was, the battle between, Walt and Hank psychologically, who's outsmarting each other. I feel like that was so well done. And relationships are a major theme in Breaking Bad. And I feel like it was great in Breaking Bad, and it really gave me the inspiration to work on building relationships between characters. And then with Mr. Robot, I think it's been more, I looked at it more in the way that it depicts mental illness, especially for Smiles, and looking at mental illness not really as like, plot development, but more about the character itself, trying to detail, what's going on in their head. And in terms of perspective, I think Mr. Robot nails it. You're completely in the mind of Elliot Alderson. It's just such a interesting and complex character that you can't help but root for and feel for and kind of begin to understand who the character is. They did such a great job. So I feel like I really gained insight onto perspective and mental illness and how you depict it in something like that in a script. So yeah.
Wow, that was a really detailed answer. Good job. Okay. Oh yeah. Your first play, which has been published, was called Chronicles of a Teenage Misfit. How did you come up with the characters and story? Was it based on real people?
Well, I mean, Arlo is kind of a representation of many things for me. I mean, there's parts of him that are in me. I mean, also it's, I tend to observe people. I like to, take a look at people I know and kind of form this character that I feel that can be largely relatable to a lot of teens. I think that is mainly where I got the inspiration for Arlo and even Shelley too. Mainly in people's life, there's always that one person that, feels incredibly sympathetic to you, and you have this unbreakable bond. I feel like that is kind of what I was trying to capture in the relationship. But yeah, that was mainly the inspiration for the characters. But for the world in general, I think I was mainly going for, sometimes the reality of what it's like growing up, how there's so many struggles, like parental struggles, and just, trying to grow up when there's so many things going on around you and how messy it is and how, you're just trying to navigate and get along. And in terms of Arlo's case, he's trying to come to grips with, his sexuality. And I feel like that is a major thing. And how a lot of people nowadays, it's hard for them to find themselves because of, society's, how people look at you when you say, oh, I'm gay, I'm straight, whatever. I feel like that in the story that largely influences Arlo's, self-esteem. Like he can't, it's largely, his self-esteem is largely dependent on what other people think of him. And, he's afraid to say, that he could possibly be gay or bi, but he doesn't know. So I think that is mainly the main conflict and the turmoil that he's in. So, yeah.
So I'm just fixing the light. Okay. Yeah. What do you like to do other than writing?
I mean, I like playing like video games and stuff like that, hang out with friends. I mean, I hang out with my friends. I have a really close group of friends that I hang out with a lot. So yeah, I do that.
Just like fishing.
I like fishing. I like golf. But I love filmmaking. Me and my friend were working on a project together that we're going to make. And it's been really fun, trying to work out the details and work out the script. I mean, it's something that we're passionate about and we want to bring to life. So, I mean, I love filmmaking, love everything about it. It's something I've always wanted to do, but I've not had the resources to do or, the time. But I feel like now, since, it's getting towards the end of the year, I feel like now is a great time to do it. So I'm trying to pursue that hobby of mine.
What kind of music do you enjoy and how does this influence your writing? Is there any particular music that influenced your writing for Smiles?
So my music taste, I mean, what I listen to just normally is, I like to listen to people who rap about, different struggles or people who sing about struggles. Stuff that's particularly meaningful. Like, I like Kendrick Lamar, Frank Ocean, Tyler, the Creator, Kanye West. I'm into those type of people. I like very, artistic music about, real life things. I think that is where it comes to. But actually, it's funny because for Smiles, there was a song, I think, that influenced the entire thing. Like, I mean, there was obviously influences in movies like Hereditary or like even a show, Haunting of Hill House, and Mr. Robot, of course. But I think also the song that really, if you could even call it a song, it's more of an album. It was, I highly recommend it for whoever's watching. Please check out Everywhere at the End of Time by The Caretaker. It's incredible. It's a 6.5-hour album. It's like split into 5 different stages. It's devastating, really. I mean, it's meant to simulate dementia, and they do such an incredible job at doing it. Without even speaking, it's just music, but it's meant to simulate dementia. And I think that is, obviously, I didn't write about dementia, but I feel like the fact that they were able to use music to simulate a mental illness and do it in such a way that is so emotionally devastating and hurts you so much after listening, I think that's incredible. Like, I mean, that is truly incredible. So I figured I wanted to do something similar to that. I mean, obviously not with music, but with something as simple as, a play that would be performed on Zoom. So the simplicity is there, similar to a song. And with also Smiles' length, I could have made it so much longer. I could have, gone a different way and could have made it, incredibly long. But instead, I decided to make it short because I wanted the audience to try and pick up the pieces. There's so many missing things. There's so many convoluted plots. There's so many different lines that kind of don't make sense. And I just want people to understand that this is what it is. It doesn't make sense. I mean, that's the shortest answer. So I feel like Everywhere at the End of Time by The Caretaker, it did really influence my idea for Smiles, and it just really pushed me over the edge to make Smiles. And yeah.
Okay, so I'm technically done with questions, but I'm just going to ask you one more silly question. Like, not silly, but like fun question. What is your favorite Disney or Pixar character? It could be like anything, like Nemo, or like not Nemo. I mean, like Dory or something like that.
Well, actually, it's Mufasa, because I played Mufasa in the Lion King that we did at Liberty Corner, which was cool. I did it, and I got the role, and I have a connection to it. I mean, I wasn't good at it, but I mean, I liked it. It was no, not really. It was fun. So I think also, and I love the Lion King, and I do love the character of Mufasa, but I do have, Mufasa character does have a special place in my heart.
Good answer. So yeah. Now me and Colton are gonna be, he's gonna be guessing girl products, like kind of like makeup and skincare. So yeah, let's go do that. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to share screen so people could see. I think they should still be able to see us. Okay. Let's do, we're not going to, do we have to choose a window? Okay. First one or this one? Okay, now let's look on StreamYard if, okay, they could see both of us here. Just get your head in there. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Why are we so tiny? Is there a way I could fix this? Oh, then you're blocked. Wait, that's weird. Okay, well, make ourselves tiny.
It's fine.
Like we're reacting. Okay. Okay, what is that?
That is lip gloss, I think.
Mm-hmm. You could guess again if you want.
Lipstick?
It's not like...
Lip balm?
It's not makeup. It's something for like... It's actually like a facial. I'm not sure if it's like a laser or it's like not a laser, but like a facial shaver for like little spots.
It doesn't even look like that.
It doesn't really. Okay, next one.
Way to screw me over.
Okay, share screen. You never saw the commercial of that? They're like, do your shaving ever hurt? Okay, what is that?
Eyelash clipper?
Yeah, it's an eyelash curler, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know my stuff.
Next one. Okay, this one you probably won't get. It's hard. What is, no, that's the same Okay. Where is it? Oh, here. Okay. What is that?
I'm gonna assume
explain
that's
it?
something for. I don't know what that is.
This one's hard.
You know what? I'm just gonna throw out something out of the blue. Something for acne, maybe? Is that what it is?
No, it's actually for makeup. I'll give you a hint. And false eyelashes.
I knew it. I mean, mascara,
No, it kind of looks like that. It's eyelash glue.
eyelash glue.
Yeah, like you put it on your eyes and then you put on the like when you want to put on fake eyelashes.
Why would you put? Okay.
It makes it like because they make your eyelashes look.
Why
longer.
can't you just use normal glue?
It'll be stuck on your eye.
Well, I mean,
Plus, that is like friendly. For
why do they
skin.
make glue, especially for eyelashes? Like, why?
I don't know. But yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for joining in today. Bye. Okay, we're just gonna angle it back to me then. Hello. Okay. So now it's that sad time of day. So yeah. Also, I just want to show. I showed this before. My crystal necklace. It's cool. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining in today. Make sure to check out Alexandra Talks every Tuesday. We don't have a certain time, but check it around. Well, I don't think there's a certain time. Check it around like 1 maybe to 4. It should be like out by that period of time. So make sure to go check it out. And yeah, so go check that out. And make sure to stay updated on Face to Face. Yeah, subscribe to their Facebook and YouTube channel. Go do it now. And follow me on Instagram, Alexandra.Rooney_official. And on TikTok, Alexandra.Rooney. It's private, but yeah. But I will still try to accept people. But yeah, also we have a new Alexandra Talks account on TikTok, so go check that out. Alexandra Talks 101. We have no post yet, but we are going to do it. I'm going to change the profile picture because it's like pink, but we're going to change that. So yeah, bye glitters. Subscribe. What makes me happy? Makes me wanna watch something filled with fun and lots of songs.